What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Editor J's Editing Hour. Today we're going to do something completely new, and that is we're going to do a video from scratch. No practice, no pre-recording, no training, no tutorials, no learning how to do it. We're just going to hope I can do it. What we're going to be working on today is turning Big Box Dave into a Force Ghost. Alright, let's import our footage. Import. File. Desktop. Head to toe. This will be the first time I'm viewing this footage. I should put on some headphones. Pardon anything you're about to hear. Okay, so here is the illustrious MTG Attitude table. For those of you viewers who do not know what MTG Attitude is, it is Big Box Dave, myself, Editor J, and Mr. Guy. Primarily Mr. Big Box Dave, who cracks packs, cracks jokes, cracks his back, and, all things Magic the Gathering. Battles, giveaways, price lists, all sorts of fun videos. If you're into Magic the Gathering, check him out at youtube.com/mtgattitude. The link's in the description below. Now, I've been coughing for like 4 months. It's probably not normal. Okay, let's see what we got. Here comes Big Box Dave now. Here he is. That's obviously going to be our beginning anyway. Hit B on the keyboard. Let's mark that right away. Not hearing any audio. So, to check some effects, this is a good opportunity for a lesson. Go to Edit, Preferences, check on General, Audio Hardware, and it says they're not working. There we go. Alright, well, this is our ending right here, clearly, and on the keyboard. Trim count.
Jay, you won't go to the Dagobah system. Jay.
Alright, that's our beginning.
Jay, you will go to the Dagobah system and train with Master Solari. Jay, you will go to the Dagobah system.
I could watch this for hours. We should just let this play over and over again instead of doing a tutorial
Jay,
today.
You will go to the Dagobah system and train with Master Solari.
Okay. Alright, so the first things we need to do is open this up, double click the video, and select the Roto brush tool. So, things are gonna get hairy. Alright, we need to go to Window, Brushes, and let's just turn that up. And not too big. What we want to do here is select this green circle and select everything we want in the scene, which will be Dave. So we'll just draw like an outline. That was pretty bad. So we're gonna have to definitely make some adjustments here. I'll be as detailed as possible. And while I'm doing this, we're just going to talk about some of the things we got coming up, which is some easier Premiere stuff. We're going to talk about color correction. We're going to talk about simple sky replacements, green screen type things, in-camera tips and tricks. There's just so much to talk about that, you know, it's hard to keep up with. So all that stuff's coming, you know, so if one tutorial isn't exactly the best or right for you, just, you know, keep watching. Thanks for supporting us here, and, you know, your preferred tutorial will sooner or later come out. Alright, so now that the roto's done, what we're gonna try to do okay, so now it's actually doing. Now it's doing it. So you define the range in which you want After Effects to roto Dave with this little toolbar here, and then just hit the space bar and let it render. So while that's doing that, let's take a quick break. See how it looks when it's done. Not too shabby if I don't say so myself. That's a pretty good roto right there. So now let's come back to the composition, and you'll see Dave's background is just about completely gone now. I don't know if I mentioned, but to go from green, let's go back into this. To go from green, where we're setting the area in which we want After Effects to track, to red, which is setting areas we don't want After Effects to track, you hit the Alt key and the brush will turn red. If you see here, it's red. So that's to mark, that will mark areas we don't want. See? Now if you got bigger areas, you can always change the diameter of the brush. You can also hit Control and mouse, Control, left click, mouse up and down to change the brush size. Not too bad. Okay, get that? This crosshair is more like a fine-tuned little pinpoint. Okay, alright, let's get back to the comp. So, So now here we have Dave's background removed. And it's not perfect, but I think we can work with it.
Jay, you will go to the day. You will go to...
So actually, let's have some fun. Let's get a picture of Dagoba. This one's fun. And we'll show it in the folder. And drag that right into the comp. And just like that, we've got a Dagoba background. Alright, so let's try a couple of things. Let's look at a Force Ghost. And they kind of have this blue tint with a line and a little bit of dust and stuff. So let's start with the tint. We'll tint Dave to this like blue color. And then we know they're kind of transparent, so let's turn the opacity down. Okay. So that's not too bad so far. Now, let's try it. Let's try to add a glow. Control spacebar to bring up the FX console from videocopilot.net. It is free. The link is in the description below for videocopilot.net. It's not a paid advertisement. I just really like their stuff. Alright, so we have a glow. Let's add a little bit of just blue to it. Let's turn the threshold down, the radius threshold up, intensity down, radius, that alpha channel. This might actually work. Intensity up. Oh, we have like a glow. Put it behind the original. That's not so bad so far. Alright, let's minimize those. And yeah, let's bring this opacity down just a little bit more. Well, now you're starting to look like a Force Ghost, Dave. You might have actually been a Jedi. I feel like we should get some sort of animation. Let's get draw a mask. And the objective here, I think, is to get, well, at least it's easy to draw a mask around the curvature of your head. Now, mask, let's set that to none. And then let's add a saber layer. You guys, I love that effect. I'm telling you, you can just do anything. Apply it to layer masks. Set the render settings on transparent. And Dave is now missing. So maybe this isn't the way to go. There we go. Dave's back. Okay. So now that saber layer. Okay. That's better. Let's set it to mask core. And that looks a little better, but we somehow lost Dave. But let's get our preset. Let's try Ghost. And see what that does.
Jay, you will go to the Dagobah system.
Alright, let's let that render out and see what happens. You know, listening to this in slow motion's kind of like creepy. You're the creepiest Force Ghost I've ever seen, Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Box Dave, creepy Force Ghost, telling me to go to Dagobah to train with himself. You conceited. You can tell that there is some waviness going on there in his head. Let's see what it looks like at full speed once this thing is done.
We'll go to the Dagobah system and train with Master Solari.
Looks a little janky.
Jay, you will go to the Dagobah system and train with Master Solari. Jay, we'll go.
Alright, let's turn up the glow intensity.
Dagobah system.
Let's customize the core. Change the core size to 50. Just so it's not. I don't want it to be terribly pronounced. And bump up the halo some. Let's bring that down to like 280 looks alright. Let's turn up the core softness. Let's turn down the flicker to like 5. Random seed 20. Distortion. Let's turn down the glow distortion to like 40. Let's try smoke. Ooh, that looks like fun. Let's turn down the
System.
let's turn down the render quality so we can maybe watch this at a little bit more real time. Oh, that looks terrible. But
System. And train with Master Solari.
let's just get an idea of what this looks like. Should be done in a second.
Master Solari. Jay, you will go to the Dagobah system.
Oh, that doesn't seem like it looks half bad, actually.
Jay,
Let's see if we can tweak it just a little tiny bit more. Turn the noise scale down to 45.
Jay, the Dagobah.
Noise complexity to 5. Now, guys, if you're wondering where I'm getting these numbers from, you know, honestly, it's just preference. You know? It's like, okay, I don't want it to be too pronounced, but I do want it visible that things are going on, this kind of motiony, smoky, fluidy, distortion-y stuff. So you just turn it down. Now the core distortion is set at 0. Let's turn the scale down to 60. Complexity to 5. And brightness down to 80. down to 0.80. Saturation is good. Alpha boost. Let's give the alpha a little bit of a boost. Seems okay. I'm going to composite to add. Mask core. Invert. What's what happens if I invert? Looks like, yeah. It doesn't stick to the edge. Basically, it looks like it goes behind him. I mean, I say we render this thing out at full. Change your preview mode to full. Always change your preview mode to full. And render it out. Say the only thing left to do is change this guy's voice. Because, you know, he doesn't really sound like a Jedi. Does he? He's a master of something. But I don't think he's a master Jedi for sure. Poor Dave. I always pick on him. I troll his comments. He doesn't feel bad for him, does he? You know why? Because Dave's a good guy. And that's the part that I mean, at least.
We'll go to the Dagobah system and train with Master Solari.
I don't know anything about audio and After Effects, so let's just skip that part. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Solari, the Force Ghost. Let's turn off that voice and gander at his awesome presence. And it makes me want to go to Dagobah and train with Master Solari. And I had a great time making this. Thanks for watching Editor J's Editing Hour. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of raw, unbridled After Effects, or Crash Course in After Effects training. Who knows? Crash Course in Force Ghosts. I appreciate you being here. Check out MTG Attitude. Check out Video Copilot. Check out Magic Jerks. MTG Magic Jerks. It's Mr. Guy and I's other channel. MTG Attitude. It's Big Box Dave's, myself, and Editor Guy. No, his name is Mr. Guy. His channel. Big Box Dave is the star of MTG Attitude. I'm just going on and on today. Look at me, Chatty Cathy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.